for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, everybody. Item number 1.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the October 11th meeting.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 1, approve the minutes of the October 11th meeting. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so carried. Item 2.
Make a motion to recess the commissioners' meeting, open the salary board at still 9 o'clock.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, to recess commissioners and open the salary board. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Salary board, item 1.
Make a motion to approve item number 1 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 1 on the agenda, approve the minutes of the September 26th salary board. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
And you're gonna abstain, right?
am.
Good morning.
Good morning. Make a motion to approve item number 2 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 2 on the agenda, eliminate the full-time non-union position of 911 training and operation assurance supervisor. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. Item 3.
Make a motion to approve item number 3 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 3 on the agenda to create the full-time non-union position of Deputy Director of Public Safety 911 Training and Quality Assurance Supervisor. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. Item 4.
Make a motion to approve item number 4 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 4 on the agenda to eliminate the full-time non-union position of 911 Operations Systems Manager. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. Item 5.
Make a motion to approve item number 5 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 5 on the agenda to create the full-time non-union position of Deputy Director of Public Safety 911 Operations and Systems Manager. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so carried. Any public comment on the salary board? Yes.
So with this restructuring, are we kind of now at the end of the restructuring of the Department of Public Safety?
Yeah, pretty much all the public safety now and 911 is structured now. The only thing we didn't have was deputy directors, which is what this does. Plus this acknowledges all the certifications that are required for those positions now. So that is pretty much, we've got that reorg taken care of now. We still have a little bit to do now. As you'll see later in the program that we have somebody retiring from the planning department, so we're going to be looking at the GIS and planning and the structure of that and see what we can do with that. And that'll be, hopefully, that'll be the last of it. Any other public comment? Okay, and item number 6.
Make a motion to close the salary board and reopen the commissioners' meeting at 9:03.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so carried. All right, item number 3.
Make a motion to approve item number 3 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold to approve item 3 on the agenda to ratify or approve the following cash disbursements, electronic payments. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item number 4, there's an addition. Commissioner Warren is going to the 9th Annual Educational Conference in Wilkes-Barre on the 26th. The cost of the county of $30. So that gets added.
I'll make a motion to approve what's on the agenda and with the added item.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold to ratify or approve the following seminar requests or payments, including the one just added. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so carried. Item 5.
Make a motion to approve item number 5 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold to approve item number 5, the hiring of Philippe Montano of Binghamton, New York, to the open part-time corrections officer position. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So carried. Item 6.
Make a motion to approve item number 6 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren, to approve item 6 on the agenda, accept with regret the retirement of Eleanor Karofsky, Deputy Planning Director, effective November 1st, 2018. Questions or comments? Yes.
How many years has Eleanor been with the county?
I don't have my paper with me, but it's,
No, we just honored her.
Over
25 or 30?
I thought it was 30.
It's over
It's 30, and I
30.
think, so she's getting near 31.
yeah, it's over 30.
Is she like the longest employee?
I think she is right now.
At the time,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the longest employee at the time. Yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. Item number 7.
Make a motion to approve item number 7 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, to accept with regret the resignation of Richard Stevens from the position of Sheriff's Deputy for the recommendation of Lance Benedict. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. Item 8.
Make a motion to approve item number 8 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 8 on the agenda, except with the resignation of Crystal Bender from the position of part-time corrections officer. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 9.
Make a motion to approve item number 9 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 9 on the agenda to approve the transfer of Nancy Tater of Gibson, VA, from the full-time non-union position to the new position of Deputy Director of Public Safety 911 Training and Quality Assurance Supervisor. Questions or comments? Yes.
She's already basically been operating in that role, right?
Pretty much, yeah. It's just having the authority now to do what needs to be done
And the
and
same goes
comply
for-
with FEMA's regulations and all
The
that.
same goes for number 10,
Right.
because I see them
Yeah,
with Bruce and,
right. They're doing it, it's now just we gotta cross the Ts and dot the Is.
right.
So. All in favor?
Aye.
Item number 10.
Make a motion to approve item number 10 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 10 on the agenda, approve the transfer of Ryan Tater of Montrose to the Deputy Director of Public Safety 911 Operations System Manager. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 11.
Make a motion to approve item number 11 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 11 on the agenda, approve resolution 2018-09 authorizing the section 504 officer and process for grievance stating that no otherwise qualified individual with a disability shall solely be by reason of his or her disability be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subject to discrimination under the program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 12.
Make a motion to approve item number 12 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve resolution 2018-10 authorizing Susquehanna County Housing Redevelopment Authority to file an application on behalf of the county to use the county's 2018 entitlement program allocation of $254,298 or $298 for sidewalks, employment training, and housing rehabilitation. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Item 13.
Make a motion to approve item number 13 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 13 on the agenda to approve resolution 2018-11 authorizing the minority business enterprise plan and statement of goals to promote the opportunity for full participation by socially and economically disadvantaged persons in all housing and community development programs receiving funds from the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 14.
Make a motion to approve item number 14 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, to approve item 14 on the agenda, approve resolution 2018-12, implementing the residential anti-displacement and relocation assistance plan, assuring that if the county is just demolishing vacant or occupied housing units with CDBG funds, that the county will replace them to provide affordable units. Questions or comments? Yes?
How does this, I know specifically Susquehanna Borough does a lot of blight removal,
Right.
and I believe they do leverage some CDBG funds for that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so with this program.
So it depends on the structure. If the structure is not inhabitable, if you can't live there, then it doesn't have to be replaced. But if it's something that people could live in, then it would have to be replaced if it was torn down. But nobody's tearing anything down that's livable, so. I know that Forest City, I think we did one or two down Forest City too.
Mhm.
Pretty much when they get to the point where you can't sell them for $5,000, it's time to rip them down, so. All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. Item 15.
Make a motion to approve item number 15 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, sent by Commissioner Arnold, to approve item 15 to reappoint Joe Andre and John Cameen to the 3-year term of Susquehanna County Economic Development Advisory Board, January 1st, 2019 through December 31st, 2021. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 16.
Make a motion to approve item number 16 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, signed by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 16 on the agenda to sign an agreement with Avanco International Incorporated, Fairfax, Virginia, in order to receive a settlement payment in the amount of $2,462.69 for security violations in the Child Accounting and Profile System CAPS. Questions or comments?
So they're gonna pay us?
Yeah,
'Cause
well, they're
is-
paying everybody, so
Right.
CAPS is a system that's used, statewide, and they had a
Mhm.
breach. Now,
That's
fortunately
right.
for us, none of our, because it was a class action deal, fortunately for us, we had no people that were affected by our system. So, but even though we use their system, we still get a payment. Take all the money we can get. All in favor?
Aye.
17.
I'll make a motion to approve item number 17 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, seconded by Commissioner Arnold, to ratify advertising for bids for the redesign of the county's website. Questions or comments? Yay, about time, right?
Yes.
Let's blow it up and get a new one.
I didn't mean to say that out
Can
loud.
be, right. It'll be a modern, sleek, mobile-friendly,
We could only hope.
Well, we're gonna
Beautiful
make
pictures.
we're gonna make it a big thick book and have it out here. Oh, no, yeah. It'll be interactive, you'll
It's
be able to
about-
find everything hopefully will go on there. It's time to get this dead horse out of here
You
and
know,
get
I
something
mean,
else.
when you look at some of the, not to just be comparison, but when you look at some of the other county websites, they're very well done, and I think
Mhm.
it's been a
time.
disservice to the
Right.
county and to what we have and what we offer here, that,
So wasn't
that
the
it's been
outside of
so
this building and the
antiquated.
clock tower and everything else, so we're getting there.
all right.
There'll be a cartoon of that after.
Yeah, I'm sure. All in favor?
Aye.
Cartoon.
Number 18.
I'll make a motion to approve item number 18 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, seconded by Commissioner Arnold, to approve item 18 on the agenda. Approve the proposal for professional services for Susquehanna County Municipal Solid Waste Management Plan revisions and update by Nestor Resources Incorporated. Cost is $61,760. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, there is a note on the agenda. The Susquehanna County proposed budget for 2019 will be available for public review effective today. The proposed budget will be considered for adoption at the Commissioners' meeting on November 28, 2018. Yes.
Are there any, what's the total budget?
Total budget is almost 38 million. It's $37,982,059.56.
Any substantial changes?
Not really.
Or movements.
The problem with the budget is, it gets confusing, because there's a lot of pass-through money in here, Act 13 money and all of that. So if you take out all the pass-through money, you take out all the Act 13 money, and you go back just to the county's operations, you're about $20 million. And it's probably about 0.5% to 0.75%, or maybe even close to 1% more than what it was the year before. But that's made up with additional revenues that are coming in also, grants and stuff like that. So we've been able to hold the line. Kudos to all the elected officials and department heads for holding the lines and keeping us, again, with a budget that we will not have to be forced to raise taxes. We should be able to keep taxes exactly where they're at, and it'll be since, what, 2005?
2005.
2005,
14 years.
14 years without a tax increase at the county level. So, again, that speaks volumes of the people that are working here and their cooperation, trying to hold the line and keep things going. And also looking for grants and other revenue sources to keep money flowing in. So. I didn't get any more, so. All right, public comment on the commissioners meeting. Billy Bain.
Are you gonna be appointing the SWAC committee anytime soon? Solid Waste Advisory Committee?
Yes.
Yes. Yep. Anything else?
I wanted to bring up interfaith.
Good.
Interfaith, it was brought to our attention that interfaith, the money that was collected during the flood time in August, that there is a little bit of money sitting there in the pot, and that people need to reach out to Cindy Beeman at Interfaith if they need help, if they were affected by the flood. She feels that some people haven't been coming forward, maybe because they already replaced their furnace, and they think, well, I already did it, I can't be reimbursed, and they can't really be reimbursed, but if they rob Peter to pay Paul, so to speak, and maybe need help now buying some fuel, she could help them buy some fuel or something like that. So, nothing's guaranteed, but if you need some help, they need to go see Cindy Beeman at Interfaith and see what she can do, she can help them, all right?
Got a few things. At the Township Supervisors meeting, the commissioners honored Leonard Barkus from Gibson Township. Leonard has been 50 years as a township supervisor, so we applaud him and his efforts and his dedication to his community. Leonard did call me, and he is very appreciative of the citation he got from the commissioners, and thanks all of us for that item. And it wouldn't be a meeting if we didn't talk about PennDOT, right? I mean, we gotta talk about PennDOT, so, or no dot, I don't know what we call them now, but, there is some work that's been getting done. They have been doing some things, some of the big stuff, like Route 29, of course, north and south. There's a lot of work that needs to be done to that. That was supposed to go out to a contractor last week. Apparently, it did not happen. So now they're telling me it's supposed to go out this week. So after this meeting, I, of course, will be calling the legislators and putting more heat on Harrisburg to try and get something going there. I guess the joke was on us. We told everybody last meeting to call PennDOT in Harrisburg and tell them to, get us some help and some money and some assets. Below and below, there's nobody you can talk to in Harrisburg. There's no numbers you can call to get a hold of anybody. So I guess they figured out a way to fix their system so they don't have to hear any of that. So what I would recommend to everybody is there's two things. Again, the 1-800-FIX road, everybody needs to call that twice a week. Now that does truncate back. It goes through Harrisburg and comes back to the local shed, but we need to keep doing it. If you don't keep the heat on, nothing's going to get done. Also, I need to call your state representatives and senators and tell them that they need to get something going with the secretary to get something done up here. They're in Harrisburg. They can walk across the street and talk to them and get something going. As far as 29, I stopped this morning at the PennDOT shed. They got everything that was supposed to go out to get let out last week, which was 29 Liberty Park Road and a couple other ones. They're saying now is supposed to be let out by the end of this month, which is of course by the end of this week. So we'll see what happens. But listen, there's still a lot of roads. 29 north out of here, there's 6 and 8 foot drop offs. They've had a couple accidents up there already because the road's washed out, and it's going to be a big problem. So Again, I can't urge people enough, 44,000 people in this county, if half of them would call at least once a week, you know, and call 1-800-FIX-ROADS and start blowing their system up, maybe we could get somebody to do something about the roads in this county.
I would assume that it's an issue for PennDOT themselves, because they're gonna be switching over to winter maintenance
Yep.
and doing their dry runs, and I've been on some of those plows for the dry runs, and I'm not sure how the major plows are gonna make it through like 167 with the drop-offs and
Well, they only go down at once.
29.
Well, that's what's gonna happen. I mean, bottom line, what's gonna happen is that we're gonna get snow on the roads, you're not gonna see where the drop-off is. Somebody's gonna run a plow truck too close to it, and they're gonna go down into the ditch, roll it over, and driver will get banged up. You know, listen, I encourage everybody. And as far as I'm concerned, the time it's taken to get this done and the support we're getting out of Harrisburg, this is nothing but negligence. And I would recommend to anybody that has an accident that they should sue PennDOT for being negligent. There is no excuse for this. And I'll be glad to go testify for them if they need me to. There is no reason why these roads aren't fixed. They could bring other crews, listen, they're not busy in the southern part of the state. They could bring crews up here if they want to bring their own crews and get this stuff done. But I'm sure it's all about the numbers and the money, and I'm sure they're trying to figure out how they can get away with not doing half the stuff they need to do. So, but again, we need people calling, everybody needs to keep calling, and keep trying to get things done. Not sure if you saw the scaffolding's down on the clock tower. The roof is almost completed. They're working on getting the fascia trim on, and the gutters will hopefully go on this week or next. And then the lights are getting mounted back on the roof to shine on the clock tower at night, so hopefully in another week we'll have that all lit back up, and the scaffolding will be down out front, and it'll be a good looking building again. And it should last for, I'll be dead and gone for a long time before anything else has to be done to it, so. It should last 50 years at least, so before anything else major has to be done, so. Anything else for the good of the order?
I'll make a motion to close the commissioners' meeting at 9:22.
I second that, please.
Okay, motion to close the commissioners by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we do have a pension board meeting. Pension board. Pension board's all here. Okay, item number 1.
I'll make a motion to approve item number 1 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 1 on the agenda, approve the minutes of the July 25th, 2018 retirement board. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so carried. Item, and you abstained, right?
I do.
All right. All right, item number 2. We have to review the cost of living rate for the retirees. Any motion there? Okay, I'm gonna need a motion at least for no change.
Make a motion for no change.
Okay, do I get a second?
I'll second that.
A motion by the Chief Clerk, Marty Kane, and seconded by Commissioner Arnold, that we've reviewed the cost of living rate increase and have deemed that there will be no change. Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any public comment on the pension board?
Does that, just to clarify, does that mean there is no increase?
There's
or-
no increase.
Okay, so it's a
Whatever
zero,
whatever they've been getting, they get.
so it's a 0% increase.
0% cost of living increase. Any other public comment? Okay, can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to close the retirement board meeting at 9:24.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, close the retirement board meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so carried. All right, thank you all very much. Oh, and I was gonna, and so we've been working on